Welcome to tonight's evening drama, Letters and Numbers, a classic tale of two families divided by an age-old rivalry, but brought together by a love of 30-second puzzles. I'm your narrator, Richard Morecroft, and playing the roles of the Queen of Quotients, Lily Serna.
Hi, Richard.
Do you actually like a bit of drama or a good soapy, Lily?
I love drama. I'm a huge crybaby in movies, but I'm not so much into soapies. How about you?
Well, no, I guess not generally, but, and there have been a couple of occasions in the past where I've seen, a particular series where a character or series of characters are just beautifully written and you really feel as though you understand that character and you just want to know how they develop. It's fantastic. I think it's all in the writing. Welcome, Lily.
Thank you.
And the Conundrum King, David Astle.
Thanks, Richard. Thank you.
Actually, speaking of writing characters, now you actually do a bit of writing for drama, don't you? Playwriting.
Yeah, playwriting, that's right. And one reason I love script writing is because you entrust the story with your characters and they choose the words that only they can use. They have their own vocab and they have their own sort of sensibilities. So they hijack my language and it's a very good feeling.
It's all about the language. Welcome, David.
Thank you.
So let's introduce the people playing the game tonight. First up, our carryover champion, back for her fourth night, Karen White. Hello again, Karen.
Hi again, Richard.
Now, speaking of writing and characters and so on, you've actually got a couple of authors you particularly like. Who are they?
Yes, Stephen King and Dean Koontz. So I'm always hanging out for their next book to be released.
Now, they are both fairly scary writers. They're serious thriller writers, aren't they? Is that the attraction?
Yeah, I like that. And they often have a twist in the story as well, which I find enjoyable.
Fascinating stuff. Good luck tonight, Karen.
Thank you.
And tonight's challenger is construction worker Brian McAvoy. Hello, Brian.
Hey, Richard.
Now, I can detect, even in those first two words, a little bit of an Irish accent. You came over to Australia from Ireland how many years ago now?
Nearly 4 years ago.
So not all that long, really. That's a big move.
My wife was born in Melbourne, so we decided we'd take a year's break and come and see what Melbourne's like. We're still here.
Oh, okay. So you definitely like it as opposed to Ireland?
Oh, yeah. The weather's much better, yeah.
Certainly is. Well, welcome and good luck tonight. So, to both of them, a warm welcome, Karen White and Brian McAvoy. We have a tradition. We kick off the proceedings with the letters game. Every night, our contestants have to make the longest word possible from the selected letters, and they can use each one, of course, only once. Karen, your choice.
Can I start with a consonant, please?
Sure. Let's start this week off with a T.
And another one, please?
N.
And another?
R.
And another one, please?
C.
And I'll change to a vowel.
E.
And another vowel.
I.
And another vowel.
A.
And back to the consonants.
H.
And I'll finish with a consonant, please.
And last letter P.
Tonight's first clock. First letters for the week. Karen, how did you go?
I've got a risky 7.
A risky 7. Hang on to it. Brian?
I've got a 7 as well, yeah.
7 as well. Well, let's start with yours.
Chapter.
Chapter. I think after all that talk about books, that's where we had to go. Karen?
I should have gone with the P. I've got chanter.
It's a word we've had before, Karen. It describes the one of the pipes on a bagpipe, as well as someone who intones. And chapter, of course, perfectly fine. Right on the topic. I threw an I into chapter and mixed it for patchia for 8.
Patchia. That's a good one, but it was a great start for Karen and Brian. 7 each. Our second batch of letters for the week, and Brian, you get to choose for the first time.
I'll start with a consonant, please.
D.
And a vowel.
E.
Consonant, please.
G.
Another consonant.
S.
And a vowel.
O.
A consonant, please.
D.
Another consonant.
N.
A vowel.
A.
And I'll finish with a consonant, please.
And last letter, T.
Time to think. How did you like your first chosen letters, Brian?
I got a 6 this time.
6 for you, Karen?
I'll go with a safe 6.
Safe 6. Okay, let's start there.
Staged.
And yours, Brian?
Stoned.
Stoned, staged. No problem with the 6s, David?
Solid 6s. I would have thought, Karen, with your wonderful background of donating blood, you may have seen donates or donated, which was 1-7. But in that first 7 letters, Richard, I found godsend for another 7.
And that's what it was. Well done, David. Good scores for Karen and Brian, 6 each. Well, time to use your exemplary numeracy now with the numbers game, the first one for the week. And Karen, what would you like?
I'll stay the same, thanks, Lily. 2 large and 4 small, please.
Thanks, Karen. 2 large and 4 small. The moment we've all been waiting for, the numbers. 4, 2, 1, 5, and the 2 large, 75 and 25. The target to reach is 210.
Let's head there. Well, Karen, a fairly gentle start to our numbers week, I think. Were you on 210?
I was on 210.
What about you, Brian?
Yeah, I got 210 as well.
210 as well. Karen, you chose. You tell.
I started with 25 minus 4 to give you 21.
25 minus 4 is 21.
And 5 times 2 is 10.
5 by 2 is 10.
Multiply those together, you get 210.
210. Well done.
Very nice. Right on target. No problem there. Brian, did you do it the same way?
No, I did it slightly different.
Tell us about yours.
Okay, I did 4 take away 1 is 3, Lily.
4 takeaway 1 is 3.
Times 75 is 225.
By 75 is 225.
I then subtracted the 25,
Take away the 25.
and I added on 2 times 5 is 10.
Plus 2 times 5, which is 10, gives you 210. Well done.
Another interesting method. So we've got a couple of variations on the theme there, Lily. Now, you had another method as well?
I did. How did you know?
Oh, well, because I think even I had a different method as well. So we've probably got a few of them.
Why don't we hear your method?
Well, mine, I hope, is fairly straightforward. It's just 25 plus 75.
25 plus 75.
Plus 5.
Plus 5.
Times 2.
By 2 is 210. Well done, Richard. Can you believe I use the same method as you?
Well, actually, given that you taught me, yes, I can. Good stuff. Great results. And 10 very good points indeed for Karen and Brian. They are on 23 all as we head for our first break. Your first word mix, of course. Grim area. The clue this time, a ring will confirm this. See you after the break.